In today's video, I'll be wrapping some Christmas presents and showing you some of the books I purchased. I bought this wrapping paper from Marshall's for about $5. It's very pretty and I love the simple design. The only fault is that it's kind of tricky to cut because it is so thick. Multiple times it was hard for me to fold the corners when wrapping or cutting it, so that's why it took me so long to wrap such a simple gift. The first book I bought is Amelia Peng's Made in China, A Prisoner, an SOS Letter, and the Hidden Cost of America's Cheap Goods. I bought this book on Amazon Prime Day, so I think it's usually about $15 and I got it for about $7, and it's definitely a good read. This book starts off by talking about how in 2012 an Oregon mother named Julie Keith opened up a package of Halloween decorations. The cheap foam headstones had been $5 at Kmart, too good a deal to pass up. But when she opened the box, something shocking fell out, an SOS letter written in broken English. It also tells the story of a Chinese engineer turned political prisoner who was forced into grueling labor. I found this book especially interesting because I've been seeing a lot of videos on Instagram and TikTok talking about how people are receiving SOS and help notes in their Shein packages and Romwe and all these fast fashions. And I've heard many conflicting opinions about how real this is and if it's fake, and so I wanted to read this book and determine for myself how much of what I hear on the internet is true and how much of it is false, and of course draw my own conclusions based on proof. And as you can see, I really struggled to wrap this gift. Again, I wasn't very used to this kind of thick wrapping paper. I was used to the kind of cheaper Dollar Tree paper, so this thick paper took me a while to get used to, and I was just pretty much just taping and taping and taping this package a little bit too much, but the end result looks pretty nice. Don't let the following footage fool you. It took me a while to wrap this present. I don't know why. I think it was a combination of the Martha Stewart tape that wasn't really sticky enough. In the end, I ended up wrapping this package twice and had to use a lot of tape, which was covered in cat hair and dog hair. And it looked like a disaster, but on camera it looks like it's neat and tidy, but don't let that fool you. The next book is a book I've been waiting to purchase for a while, and since it was Cyber Monday and Amazon Prime sales, I decided to pick up this book for about $9. It is Titan by Ron Chernow. Ron Chernow also wrote the famous biography that inspired Hamilton the musical, but again, this is a huge book. It's 800 pages, and it tells the story of John D. Rockefeller, history's first billionaire and the patriarch of America's most famous dynasty. I also bought this wrapping paper from Marshall's. I think I bought it for about $3 or $4. As you can see, the red berries on the wrapping paper are actually sparkles, so it's very pretty looking and aesthetically pleasing, but it also, the red sparkles fall off everywhere, and it also kind of creates a mess. So I probably should have chose better wrapping paper this year, but it still was good quality and worth the price. I struggled a bit taping the packages, especially the wrapping paper with the sparkles, because it kept getting stuck on the transparent tape, so it ended up looking kind of sloppy. And when I pulled off the sparkles from the tape, it left like the oil from my fingers, so it kind of looked a little messy. So I don't really think I'll use this wrapping paper again, or if I do, I won't use tape. I'll use a little bit of glue, and that's how I'll wrap the package. I also probably should have wrapped these presents on the ground, cleaned the floor and then wrapped the presents on the ground, because at least I'd have more space. A lot of times when I was rolling out the wrapping paper, I didn't really have much space to properly cut and size the wrapping paper to fit the size of the gift. So oftentimes I cut more than was needed, which was kind of a waste. So again, I'll probably wrap the presents on the floor next time and not on my desk. The next book I purchased is The 100 Years' War in Palestine, A History of Settler Colonialism and Resistance from 1917 until 2017. I thought this was a good book to get considering the times we live in, and I'd like to educate myself more on this topic because I am ignorant in it. I also purchased this book on sale. I think it was about $17. It also is a relatively new book. It came out in 2020. It's 336 pages. I will also have a link in the description to UNICEF so that you can donate money to help Gaza children. So if you're interested in that, please check my description. As you can see, my wrapping predicament in this footage is I cut the paper a little bit too small, and now I have to really press the paper together to tape it properly so it's not taping the book itself. Again, I don't know why I'm such a bad wrapper, but I really struggled this year with wrapping. And that concludes the mini book haul. The rest of these are just journals I purchased from TJ Maxx or Marshalls. Some of these I found really attractive and visually stimulating, all these colors and shapes. I was really attracted to this specific one, so I decided to pick it up. It was about $8, which is a little bit pricey, but considering the quality and how it inspires me, I think it's worth the price. I won't show you all of the other journals I purchased and wrapped. I'll just show you the journals, how much they were, and then I'll just end the video there because otherwise this will just go on because I take a long time to wrap presents. So I'll show you now the next journal. The next gift I purchased is actually two journals together. They're tied together with a twine. I got this from TJ Maxx. It's about $8, and it's made in Italy. And I love the quality of it, and the pages are very nice and thick, and it's very visually appealing and very cute with the little birds and the flowers on it. So I decided to gift that this year, since I like them so much. Anytime I come across these little journals that are so unique, I just have to buy them immediately, even if I give them away or save them for myself. I just love these little journals. The next notebooks I purchased is actually a set of 5. I don't recall how much I paid for this. I think it was anywhere from $5 to $8. Either way, it's a good price. And I love these tiny, thin little notebooks. It's just something about them is just very cute, and I like to use usually each of these notebooks for their own individual subjects that I'm learning or researching. So I like to have a notebook that I can dedicate just to one topic. So I felt this made a very useful, practical gift. I decided to wrap the other gifts in twine or a ribbon, and I stacked them all together. I thought that really looked cute, and it kind of gave this old-timey vintage effect, which I really enjoyed. And that was it. Thank you for wrapping gifts with me today. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the new year.